We'll see. We'll see. We're maybe giving them the benefit of the doubt that they're somewhat prepped for this one. An early face in towards long and in towards B, as Manx had gotten aggressive.
Don't count your chickens just yet. They still need to group up. Still need to get some map control. And this duel could be very important. 4-4 now.
They're prepped for this player in behind the sandbags, but not able to capitalize on the little catch there that Fashion maybe had. Bird from Sky good for one. But he's losing his teammates. This is the difficult thing. Maybe if you can find all the heads, it doesn't matter so much. Into a 2 versus 2. Back round towards short for another. And now just Wolfie on high has been spotted. And Isaac not afraid at all with that Glock fight. I was going to say GamerLegion continue their push towards A. It looks that way. And they're going to meet a bit of resistance as well. Slightly earlier than maybe they had bargained for. In comes one. That looks to be all, unless Bird from Sky can capitalize on a couple of players that are one-tappable, as it were. But they're going to use Isaac to lead the way and clear out the rest of short. Pretty smart stuff. He nearly gets the catch, and, you know, it does. Manx is that first port of call. 7 ADR at the moment. Looking to up that a little. He gets instantly traded out, but at the very least, manages to find one. Gathers some information. Dafu with the Molotov in, I believe. It's a smoke, actually, but it's a little late, nonetheless. Bird from Sky from behind. Thins.
Sandwiched in. Doesn't it for this T side for GamerLegion. Rusty up close to the wood. Important frag. Buys space. Teammates, though, are starting to fall by the wayside. But all the frags right at the end go the way GamerLegion.
Maybe a few fundamental issues, such as I am running up long. One tapping Wolfie on the side of the head. Fasher also loses.
Albeit their map pick, we'd still expect a little bit more here from ECSTATIC, I think, on the stronger side.
No warp out for Wolfie, but that's about it. Everything else is pretty decent. Double nade. Works beautifully. The Molotov as well. There you go. Bird from Sky. He's got something in the back pocket. Give me that.
Quite soon, or they're going to run out of time.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Dink through the wall comes in for Rusty.
2 guns saved over. That should allow the reinvestment the next, and actually GamerLegion still up in the air where they're going to be ending. That bomb is in T spawn as the flash comes out from Era. Rusty finds the first, takes a Wolfie down extremely low. Shares here on the B bomb site.
Yeah, possibly. It is a fake out. Rusty getting another, really selling it. And you can see we got 2 and 3 on the minimap. That's Manx and Dafu moving up as Rusty carries on selling this fake. Era's going to go down, but it doesn't matter, right? They're in a 4 versus 2.
Stronger T-Hall than this. Going into that second half, it starts becoming a case of pistol round. First gun.
4-man boost, and the fine comes in. Manx plucked out of the air. Massive early kill. Almost spotted around the corner. He's in the lion's den. There's so many around him. Does manage to get one. Bit of support as they're back-to-back here. Oh, no, but they unfortunately were not set up. It looked like it could have been perfect now, and probably, once again, single-handedly securing a round for the boys.
Dafu, last alive. Finds the first. And actually, the bomb is still yet to be recovered, but it's not going to matter.
Excited gonna have to kind of prove me wrong, to be honest. We'll see the aggression coming in once again, but Rusty, crispy as you like, mate. Another engagement coming in towards the connector area as well. It's looking all too easy for GamerLegion right now. They're just starting to take aggressive 1v1s and winning them, so that's where it gets even scarier. Manx will return, but is it going to be good enough?
Accelerate. Heaven smoke as well for good measure, as well as a molly on towards the CT rotates. Manx finds one, taken extremely low, and Dafu's going to have to do work here. Swings wide. There's actually only Rusty out on the offense at the start. Era's still sat back. I am's way off behind the short smoke, and GamerLegion looking a little disjointed in this round. And
I am against 3, and they are tightly packed. This is going to be difficult. Playing around the pillar as well. It's really hard to take players around when they know what they're doing. He's not warm if he's not ready. It is going to be difficult. Nice flash goes in. However, Fasher will get traded. Orp around the corner. Maybe if he had a few more.
Trying to take space, shifting his way out. Play swinging to his right. The timing's with him. Manx is going to fall. Bird from Sky gets the trade, but perhaps this will pull, and he rotates. Before the moment, there are actually still 2 on A, and Dafu standing strong. Top performer in the previous
towards A. Isaac is going to have to cover, though, and, well, there's a player at Optimus who just needs to get the good timing, finds the frag, and there's not a chance you get this bomb down. No way. Oh, my goodness. Okay, maybe for a second, but I suppose it won't matter so much for that AWP, of course. Flash goes in. Not able to find success, but the distraction is there. Nice flick down from Wolfie. He's abandoned his teammate, though, so one would assume player at Divider goes down. There it is. Isaac will find it through that wall, of course. Wolfie set up for long. Finds that kill, looking for a little bit more. And he will manage to get it done. Here we go. Wolfie coming alive. Already on the board for 3. Looking for more. The overstretch will cost him. However, he's earned that man advantage for his team. There's only 10 seconds left to get the bomb down. Bird from Sky hidden away. And ring around the rosy here will manage to catch Zero completely off guard, leaving Era the only one who's going to take that AWP into the...
Going to be so difficult. Going to be so difficult to force us out with the crossfire. Era actually finds the first as... what should have been the perfect setup.
Uh-oh.
Falls by the wayside. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. A player behind pillar. He's next to fall, and it's all on Wolfie. Can he deny this plant? 6 seconds. Molly on towards the bomb. Nade as well for good measure. That bomb is not going to be planted as Wolfie saves him, but my God.
Deciding that A is not the way to go. Heavy B default, we would say, which creates a lot of space at the back. Fasher pushing behind. Manx already finding kills on the front side, though, and this works perfectly, right? They're not going to expect him this quickly. They're starting to make their way out, but you can see Rusty swings around expecting, maybe there's a guy up from connector or something along those lines. Great little return flash, but they're left a man down, and a fantastic push here as well. Oh, man. Beautiful Counter-Strike right now from ECSTATIC. This is a great turnaround so far in this first half.
Yes, indeed. Getting back in form, but you have to say, from the GamerLegion perspective, far too telegraphed.
Yeah.
Not enough pressure on A, not enough pressure on connector, and Fasher, he made a brilliant play, but there was no resistance.
It's kind of more like, well, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, they do it all at once. They're giving themselves a little bit more time here now. Of course, the CT's getting more confident, taking aggressive peeks, and you don't have time to set up this time around, so it's not going to be down to the time. It's just down to the fact that ECSTATIC are ready. Again, not enough pressure. We've got a ball of tees all together, and ECSTATIC have figured that. So we got a flank coming out here, but there was already players ready and waiting for them to were able to turn things around. It was a poor start. They don't really have room for poor starts here on the T side. Era going to find the first, the second as well. Maybe a little bit more for him. He does indeed get the head of Fasher, but eventually falling down. All the same.
One towards CT, players jumping out, pending towards the bomb zone. They're trying to take Jules, but they're just getting swarmed from all direction now, these terrorist players, and that's going to be an amazing retake from GamerLegion. Contact starts to come in. IM spots, falls in towards Bank, and he's got a teammate, and this crossfire between Bank and the front of the site should have been brilliant. But ultimately, we're in a 3-on-3. Bomb is getting planted, and they're thinking about the afterplants here. They decide we're going to fight in towards Bank. There's players in defense, and they're lining up.
No way.
Rusty almost goes down, but he's on such low HP. What can he do from this position? I'm amazed he even finds 1 kill. But left alone, 1-on-2. Bomb planted for Bank. This should be impossible for Zero.
Onto the bomb, spamming away. It's a good frag onto Wolfie, and he's reading it. He knows what's up, but unfortunately, Fasher is faster.
Win this map. They were looking a long way down. I believe it was 7-1 early on, or something around that sort of scoreline. So to be in the lead and set up for a good position.
And he started to pick it back up. Dafu also having a really strong performance here for him, so they have surely not, 2 days of it. These guys are not looking good. Take a few timeouts, takes a bit of time, but they manage to get their heads fully in the game. And this is what happens. They start taking over. GamerLegion, they're the ones that are stuck for ideas. CT side towards the end from ECSTATIC. And of course getting the quick reset here to, not really be too fussed about losing the pistol. So
anything overly audacious, that's exactly what's happening here on Monster as Manx. He has the kind of lurk smoke down, but
early faces coming in. GamerLegion again, a bit of spam through the smoke. This time around, flashes go in, but they're a little dodgy and ineffective, of course. It's hard to get through that monster area. It's got to be perfect. Wolfie does his best with the flash, but it just does not happen. Dafu and he, the only 2 remaining against 5. Nice find from Dafu, but he'll melt for his trouble. And now Wolfie...
break the streak, and indeed they have. Keeping numbers alive as well. That's going to be 4. Can they pick up the AWP? It's going to be real close on the top.
Different and more effective into this round, such as catching IM out in the open. Ira does trade him, but he takes a fair amount of damage on the way out, so a nice opener.
Catching IM in the opener. Fasher here, that's a bad time to reload. Fortunately, his mechanics bail him out. 4 and it carries on at this rate. It's going to be their economy broken. Rusty answers back. 3-on-3, we're going tit for tat here on overpass.
Oh, big flash coming in as well. Not going to blind up Manx, but he's left half. There's 2 players to get through, of course. And, well, yeah, no, it wasn't a 2v2. Right, you get a player caught out in the bathrooms. Isn't that really awkward and unfortunate? But they pull off the aggression. Might warrant a little bit more, to be honest with you. Aggression coming out. Oh, Fasher, though, flicks across. You don't want to be re-peeking those. Bird from Sky picks up IM. And this looks like a problem. Absolutely. They'll start to make a bit of noise as they gain control of the A-bomb site. So at the very least, he'll...
Starting to warm up again now.
They're not able to commit just yet. The AWP swinging back around from long. And they do have a bit of a bathroom flank. Era, well read, picks up Fasher. Not tunneling, not focusing in. Knows that his back is covered by IM as well. So we're looking good here on the GamerLegion side of things. A great find from Dafu. AWP jumps across. IM taking a big chunk of damage on the backside. So 4 versus 3, but the bomb has gone down, and Wolfie has rotated around, absolutely outplaying IM, and now the long control looking a little better. AWP on the retake, never good. Dafu looking sharp as he keeps on fragging, and now it's just Era. Pistol is out, picks up the first. Wolfie a little far away. No kit for Era, though. Tap onto the bomb, and Wolfie can watch this all day long. Not enough time for the defuse to come in. Molotov for the good measure. And ECSTATIC, they pull it off. That was a round that looked like...
Spam is coming out. There's a player boosted on the sandbags. No heaven smoke. Twice out of that position, but Fasher's in there, lurking in towards the short pipe, and this is still absolute madness going on here as IM comes through the smoke, gets a 3K. And it's just Fasher alone, out of nowhere, left alone, 1 on 3. And how on earth did GamerLegion win that? What just happened? The buy would have been so bad. Up against match point here, and Manx has decided to take it upon himself. Another monster pop, but this time the entries are rolling in thick and fast. It's only Rusty, and the flashes are just exquisite, and just like that.
You can't control can sometimes take over, and that's what IM was in the previous round. And, you know, he's trying to add to it again with another 3K. This time, not going to have the same kind of impact, but it's not necessarily something that GamerLegion are going to be able to replicate.
Again, Dafu here getting very explosive. The flash fully catches Era. Completely blind, caught in the open. He's going to fall, and I think GamerLegion just gifted a reply there on the spray.
You know, there might be a few more of us towards short. IM lurking in, finds him easily. Up long they will go, through smoke they will go. Rusty is very ready, and he does get Trader, but Zero's there for the cover. Wolfie going to be the only one left, and he's late. He's got that AWP, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to go barreling through the smoke unless there's room for him to do so. If they've cleared a path, maybe, but they didn't. Maybe that we can use to prove how long we've been watching, maybe also our age a little bit in the esports world. IM, because there's probably some people out there like, whose existence? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, IM's going to ace up.
Playground.
Making it look easy.
Nobody facing for the moment. It's only Bird from Sky in the vicinity, and he peeks and fells that player. Information as well that nobody else was around.
The setup ready to go. You know, Era's on high as well. Boost coming in. Oh, no. And Rusty was ready, but he doesn't have the right weaponry. But of course, ECSTATIC looking worse for wear.
Another frag comes out from Era. So proactive this round. Started on towards A, rotates back towards Monster, and clearly ECSTATIC none the wiser as Fasher left alone. 9 HP, 1 on 4, insurmountable deficit as GamerLegion started the map so strong. The middle portion, however, had been all ECSTATIC, and it's only now that the afterburners are starting to fire up again the CT side, and actually IM's telling them it's got to be B. Rusty whited up early. Zero finds 1, half blind, but is swiftly traded as Fasher. What on earth? 3 Tech 9 headshots in a row.
Ones that need some magic. IM trying to clear as many angles as he can, but yeah, as soon as he goes into one of those more dangerous ones, down he goes. Era hiding in the smoke, trying to play that cheese. He also has to start checking angles. Down he will fall as he picks up Fasher. Low HP onto Wolfie. Smoke on towards short. Not a lot of time. Finds the first. Takes a bit of damage for it, but they are not moving. They are not giving him anything. As he caught reloading, he will get taken. He will go to plant. And so far, nobody's died. And then we get that other smoke coming in. The flash through the smoke from the CT side. Ineffective, unfortunately. They will lose 2 very quickly. And now it is just Era, the only one to have found a frag so far. And there's too many bodies, you know, he gets distracted away by the
Rusty's pushing in towards ladder, and with all 5 ECSTATIC players here committed, GM finds one. There's damage onto Bird from Sky, but it's his flank that's really going to decide the round as Rusty comes in from behind. And this timing could be so perfect. Wolfie out wide. Rusty taps the first down, connects with the second, bails out before he can be traded back. And that was the moment of the round. The perfect information play and gets in behind. Great initiative.
Even the flash in from Era as well to just solidify the deal, right? Blinded up the second player to make it easy. And then he moves away, so there's no chance of a trade.
Initially there. As ECSTATIC are piling on the pressure. And Wolfie, you remember that from yesterday's Squiv. He knows his angles.
Give full control across. We see Era go on high, though. Oh, little broken, but it's difficult to look up at a 90-degree angle. Bird from Sky's going to struggle there, and will get taken down. So the answer back comes in from GamerLegion. Era looking for a bit more, and he'll get it. So now they've got themselves the advantage.
Bomb towards A. There's a player on sandbags, actually, in Rusty, and he's going to get checked. Such a huge frag as I now get...
Somebody give me something. There it is, Wolfie. Oh, shot missed, but not able to capitalize. He gets it second time around, and Manx up close will take out Zero. It's all on Era. He picks up Wolfie, but it's not enough. Runs out of ammo and gets caught in the side. Oh my goodness, Rusty is so deep in. And, yeah, you guys call it. But we don't get that out, and he just gets caught in the open. Easy frag coming in, but a great flick from Era. We'll even things back up. 4-on-4 in the early.
Potentially a B split could be the point of call. Is what is going on here with this AWP exchange? Wolfie comes out on top, and maybe Era, for me, over
into the stairs. Could get a little weird, but he will get spotted out, and they're far enough away, actually, that I guess he can't hear them clearly.
That'll be a difficult call as we get into this following round, but for the moment...
So, it does happen. Mental does go boom, and you don't have a lot of time to recover back. Bird from Sky hitting shots like that is going to make it... Bird from Sky leading the way. Step made, but again, my guy looks so crisp. I am going to find one. It's so hard from here, though. He does well to get another, to be honest. Really well timed on the peak. Might give it for the more dangerous plant, but there's no one around to spray through the smoke and take him down. For just a second there, you thought maybe they could get away with it. Not going to be the case.
Scary stuff. Scary stuff. And in the previous round, they saved 2 guns.
And I mean, you know, they're really kind of across the incoming. Ooh, Era. Spotted. Does find the frag, though. So back into even Stevens.
He's into a more uncomfortable position, but they're still free on the bomb site. They're trying to force these one-ways over the smokes. IM finds 1. Make that 2. Zero goes down, but IM not long for this world. Is only Rusty remaining on the bomb site. And if he can find a frag here, this becomes so much more doable. But as the smoke fades, caught out in the open, and for ECSTATIC, their anti-ecos have been so clean. This is by far the messiest for a while. And it all rests on Dafu to prevent the half-buy win, and indeed it comes in.
Isolation.
That's safe.
And you need to turn it around, right? I think this is what we're saying. When you have the lucky round, can't rely on that move.
You need to stack, you need to get aggressive, you need to find some information, and this time, semi-aggressive off angle pays off, but Era aggressing in towards B is caught out as ECSTATIC again in the man advantage, and Wolfie spots out in the first time, connects the second, and...
Once again, right? Manx is going to gather the information here as well. Will go down, but, you know, one player on B, fellas. Your A site looks pretty good. Zero's up on a quick rotation. Bird from Sky, dry, will peek into him. Risky, for sure. However, the smoke goes down, and, well, maybe it was a bit of a bait play to get Zero around the corner. Maximum loss bonus quite yet, so GamerLegion, yeah, they really do have to start worrying about this.
As we've been seeing of late, at least early on in the rounds, have been very lackluster, often losing the opening pick, and even though Era finds the first here, swiftly traded. Bird from Sky, though, from a lot of numbers in defense to only 2. And the molly on towards quad is perfect. How on earth does Rusty even find 1? But with 7 seconds remaining, getting the bomb plant here when Isaac's on the site is going to be so tricky, and Isaac doing work.
He's had a tricky GamerLegion. They've struggled to use these isolated rounds and these bits of luck. Again, they get kind of lucky in that round. They've struggled to use them in their favor. And once again,
maybe their preparation is not quite so ideal. Traded back As Manx tries to aggress B, but mid is open. Mid is open. There's nobody covering this position, and Bird from Sky is working up close. Rusty is the player tasked with locking it down, but IM is bailing his teammates out of what would have been a very tricky spot.
Right there, just off to the left of your screen, the little tango going down between these two players. Meanwhile, Bird from Sky will get the catch onto IM. Isaac, however, gets the catch. There's only 20 seconds.
Yes, indeed. It will be a buy in the next tier for the T side, but it won't be perfect. Just have a good shot going into the second, and they've decided we're going to get aggressive here. 4 on A, 2 down this yellow position. Fasher, first might be skill, second is luck.
Positions are a little late. He's still got one out towards middle, one out towards B, who gets caught with his knife. Doesn't respect how deep they could be. And down.
Manx, oh, just about. I'm probably going to slip off there.
The GamerLegion of 1 have come off the back of some craziness, some luckiness. In comes the flying run boost, though. We love to see it. There it is. Rusty, he tried to get down there a few rounds ago.
The boost coming in, but actually they've stalled out long enough. These CTs have rotated off, and Zero was the only defender who's having a troublesome game so far, and he needed to connect there, and he can't. Ollie on towards the back of the generator. It's going to force Zero out of position, and the headshot is found. It's only Manx remaining, actually, as I am again bailing them out on this B-bomb
side, where maybe you'd expect them to have a bit more comfort, but we'll see. The quick play coming in from the pistol here. Great flashes round. 1 for 1 so far, but keeping them at a distance is what those USPs want. It will be a 3 versus 2. Rusty and Era have to try and pull it back here. Nice molly. Kill comes off the back of it as well. So the 2-on-2 looks better. Nade out. Just gets around, and Era gives it a check. Something's up. Those bullets are not coming from in front of us. They're coming from beside us. He'll find the first, and now Manx's position going to be known. Easier said than done here, but pistols, they can all of a sudden turn upside down. They try and double peek into him. He finds the first, and he's still alive. 34 HP for Era as well. Trying to play headshot angles. Out he goes. Shots being missed on both sides of the occasion, but Manx creeps round to find it. Huge.
For me, this is do or die. They have to reset ECSTATIC here, and that is the perfect start.
Creeping back in. This is risky, man. He will unfortunately not find anything, but it sets up bait play, I guess, in a sense. Stafu picks up Era. So 4 on 4. Back to an even standing. Of course, HP bar's not looking fantastic for the CT side. And they've lost that ramp control, trying to take it back again. Another even trade. Down goes Wolfie, though, untraded. That's the big one. 3 on 2. Mac 10 going to get a bit more. Zero's also tapped out Manx. So all of a sudden,
you know, proof will be in the pudding if saving there was a good idea. Twice in a row is... What on earth just happened with that exchange?
Falling off there. Started to fall left, but eventually went right. All good. Wolfie's going to pick up IM. There's what Rusty was waiting for, and he does indeed get away with it. So, retaining the advantage. 4 on 3. Sky, it's all about the timing. Attack comes in. Push forwards. Wolfie looking good from the conditioning unit. Gets a 3rd for the round. A 4th as well. Where's my ace? Up on a silver platter so far, but Wolfie, he was quiet on map 1. Anything but here, he'll be taken down with a wallbang through the smoke. It's a nice shot in isolation from Era, but he's left by himself, and there is that flank. Bird from Sky. His patience has paid off massively, but he's read like a book. And now it is just down to Dafu. All the heroics of Wolfie. Will it be enough? Another fake coming in. Dafu not biting, plays it safe, waits for him to come over, and the shot does land.
Game, but now we're looking at GamerLegion's money and saying they're on the edge too. Pivotal round. Early trade here towards ramp. 2 make it 3 for ECSTATIC as all of the players are here. They're getting so aggressive on ramp. And it's just Rusty remaining. No cash in reserve for his team. Loss bonus is right in the doldrum. And just maybe regret it down the line. But of course the rifles are in play, and this is what we're really here for. Fasher, aggressive, finds the opening. ECSTATIC Forest, and we're looking at GamerLegion saying, how are you going to respond? Fortunately, they do. Spray through the smoke. Just about goes the way of Fasher. 4 on 3.
Might be jumping the gun a bit to sell the fake, as you can see there's... Oh, the pushing towards B. Manx claps Isaac. Zero will manage to catch his player that he was waiting for. Probably all round long, but of course there's hardly any bodies to work with. Rusty walking in, hoping he can find something, and now it looks a bit silly because he's left the bomb angle for me to get through. Smoke comes in, Wolfie running away, you know, sprays there, nade is there, and there's 15. So they get it done.
And Mac 10's on the others to try and at least have some nades, and they're just fully sending it here out mid. Wolfie finds the first posted up in connector, jumping out. They fall to the flames. Dafu finds another, and this is looking real desperate here in the closing stages. Only 2 frags to find to close it out. Coming through the smoke, they get 3 apiece. He's going to put it on towards the crane. He's going to hit the bomb. So we could have some antics here as the stick tries to come in. A bit of a tap. And now the sprays come back through. About 10 seconds remaining now. The bomb, the stick soonest to come in is Dafu is on it. And both the kills come in. ECSTATIC are going to close it out. 16